Greetings, fellow YouTubers, and welcome back to Thrash or Be Thrashed. My name is Frederick, and this is part 2 of my LP collection update. So we're going to start off with a band out of the States, and the band is called Anubis, and this is Dark Paradise. And Anubis are a power thrash metal band, and they come out of, I'll just tell you, Los LA, and they're, as I said, they're a power thrash metal band. That's the hype sticker, and this came out on Purple Wax. And yeah, this is a good LP from this new band. This was released through Music Theory Audio 2024. So there is 8 original tracks, and there's also a cover of Death's Symbolic, which is a good cover. They do a very well cover of Symbolic by Death. So Anubis, Dark Paradise, out of LA. Check them out if you haven't. They're an upcoming band, so we need to support new bands, and this is a new band we need to support. Okay, next up, we have an all-female group. This is their debut album. They released 2 EPs prior to this album, and the band is called Cobra Spell, and this is their debut album called 666. I love the cover art. Band photo. So this band are from Germany, and if you like Burning Witches, very much in that similar vein. Krista Vega is a lead vocalist. She's a good vocalist, but this is her first record, so I think she can improve on her vocals, hopefully on the next album. She's still young, but she's not a bad singer at all. But yeah, it's a really good album. So it's power metal, a little bit of speed metal, and a bit of hard rock. So yeah, definitely check out Cobra Spell. This came out on Napalm Records 2023. A really good album. Okay, next up. Let me get this organized here a little bit. We have another all-female group, but this is a group started way back in the 80s, and that band is Girl School, and this is their 3rd album, Screaming Blue Murder. This was released in 1982, but this is a 2021 Renaissance Records reissue. Yeah, just that sort of punky heavy metal that they did back on their first few albums. Came with a lyric sheet, photos, and this came on a hot pink vinyl. Yeah, so if you like early Motorhead, sort of that similar vein, so Girl School, Screaming Blue Murder. Okay. Okay, next up, we have some German thrash again. This is the latest album from this band, and that is Vendetta, and this is Black as Coal. This was released through Massacre Records 2023. So it's been a while since they released a new album, and this is their latest one. What you expect is just thrash metal, nothing groundbreaking. So if you just love German thrash, Vendetta is a band to check out, and they've been around since the 80s. So yeah, check it out, Vendetta, out of Massacre Records. Next up, we have Another German band, and we have Assassin, and this is Bestia. Let's have a look. What's it called? Bestia Immundus, and this was released in 2020. They do have a new EP out, but this was their last full length. So it's been 4 years since the new EP. So great to see this band back with new music. Frank Blackfire of Sodom and Creator also plays on this album. So yeah, so just a great, straight ahead thrash metal album from Assassin, and nice cover art. Great band. If I didn't mention, it was on Massacre Records as well. Okay. Next up, we have a new release, or the latest release from this Arizona band, and I'm talking about Flotsam and Jetsam. And this is I Am the Weapon, released on AFM Records 2024. I kind of like the artwork on this, and this is a great album. Flotsam and Jetsam have been hitting the ball out of the park with each new release when they returned to form, and this is another great album. Some heavy thrashy parts, a little bit of melodic parts in there as well. But yeah, just a great album from Flotsam and Jetsam. I Am the Weapon, out on AFM 2024. Last time I showed you the CDs of this band. This is one of their vinyls that I have. It's the band I mentioned last time. That's Niflheim, and this is their demo, Unholy Death. Just came out on black wax. There's also a nice big booklet with rare photos. That's the back. So yeah, and there's also 2 cover songs, one by Motorhead, which is Mean Machine, and we have the song Reaper by Bathory. So you know what to expect. This was released through again, Darkness Shall Rise Records. This was limited to 500 copies. So Niflheim, great Swedish black metal with a bit of thrash thrown in. So cool cover art. Really great album. Next up, we have a band out of Austria. And this is, I believe their second album. And we have Pungent Stench, Been Caught Buttering. This was released through Back on Black Records. Band, and this came out on just on black vinyl. Yeah, so this is just Austrian death metal with a bit of psychedelic, grindy metal. Love the color out as well. So yeah, Pungent Stench, a band that doesn't get mentioned in the YouTube VC. So they need more love. So check out Pungent Stench, Been Caught Buttering. Okay. Next. The next one is another reissue, and this is the second album from this Sydney-based band, which are no longer around. The band is Mortal Sin, and this is Face of Despair, released through Dissonance Records 2024. Yeah, just straight ahead thrash metal, in the veins of Metallica, Megadeth, Testament, all those really cool bands. The band photo. The only problem is that the OG was the cover art was a little bit lighter. this is just a bit too dark. And even the photo is a little bit dark on here. It was much more lighter. But yeah, this is you don't play the cover, do you? So yeah, just straight ahead, good old Aussie thrash metal. Okay. Oh, like I said, I have quite a lot of records to show. That's why this is part 2. So next up, we have a band also out of the USA. This is Red Rum, and this is their demos Disarm and Survive and Power Corrupts, released in 1985. So yeah, band photo. You know, again, straight ahead, thrash metal. Never did anything after this, just the 2 demos. There's some live. There's 4 live tracks on here. I think they were supposed to be signed to Metal Blade, but Metal Blade weren't interested. So this band just did 2 demos and broke up, which is a shame because this is some great thrash metal out of the USA. This was released through Sonic Age Records, 2024. Oh, let's have a look. Okay. Okay, so next up, we have a band out of Italy, and they are described as horror and evil in its purest 80s heavy metal form. And this is their debut mini album, and that is Demon Spell with Evil Knights, out on Dying Victims 2024. So just 4 tracks. And I guess this is kind of in the vein of King Diamond, Merciful Fate, and that sort of realm. But really, really good band. Just like I said, there's only 4 tracks. I just can't wait to hear where this band goes on their debut full length. So yeah, do check out Demon Spell with Evil Knights, out on Dying Victims. Okay, so I think I'm going to get this organised. The records are falling down. Okay. Then. Okay. Next up, we have another German band, and the hype sticker says raw and straightforward first wave black speed metal infused with nostalgia for the dangerous days of motorsports. So, and the band is called Death Racer, and the album is called From Grave to Gravel. So this album is based on motorsports. I can tell by the cover and the what the hype sticker says. So yeah, you've got all songs about motorsports, and yeah, just great funky black and speed metal. Think of Hell Ripper, Interceptor, Wraith, those types of bands, and you'll definitely will like this album from Death Racer, their debut album on Dying Victims 2024. And the next album is a band out of Texas, female fronted. This is their debut album, and this is a reissue. This was originally self-released by the band, but they got signed to Dying Victims, and Dying Victims reissued their self-released album. And that band is Mean Mistreater, and the album is called Razor Wire. Love the artwork, the skull. So this is what I tell what the hype sticker says. Bruising blue collar heavy metal with a strong hard rock foundation. Debut album. So if you like heavy metal mixed with hard rock, then definitely check out Me Mistreater and Photo. They also have a new album coming out next year, also on Dying Victims Records. So yeah, definitely check them out. Okay. Next up, we have a new release, another new one. And this one is from UK-based band, and this is Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats. So there are two Uncle Acids. There's the doom metal Uncle Acid, and this is more of the hard rock side of Uncle Acid. And the album is called Nel Order Blue, which translates to In the Blue Hour. And this is like it's a concept album based on a fake movie called Nel Order Blue. So you get 11, 15, 19 tracks. So it's a fake movie. And just Uncle Acid just thought, why not we make a soundtrack to a fake movie? So yeah, really good. There's interludes on this album, which are the telephone ringing, and it kind of makes you think, oh, is that your phone ringing? So it's a really cool concept, and I like when bands, try and do something new. This came out on a, I think, blue vinyl. Oh no, black vinyl. So yeah, this was released through Rise Above Records, 2024. So yeah, really good album. I really enjoyed it. Now I have an OG vinyl to show you, and this is some speed metal. And I've been looking for this album for a while because I have the Back on Black vinyl, and there was one song missing from that. So when I found this, I was happy. That's Agent Steel, Mad Lotus Rising, and that song was The Ripper, which wasn't on the Back on Black version. So this is a OG Music for Nations vinyl. There's no insert, just plain. So it's basically, well, it says 4 tracks, but it's basically 3 tracks of high quality speed metal out of America. And it was licensed from Combat Records, and this originally came out in 1985. So I don't know if Agents are still active. So I'm hoping, if they are, I'm hoping for a new album from this band. Okay, some of these albums I'm going to show you have been shown before on other channels, but not on mine. So I picked up also the latest Accept with Humanoid, Napalm Records 2024. And this isn't a bad album, It's just the typical Accept. There's nothing really groundbreaking or new. It's just what they do. That's straight ahead Teutonic heavy metal. I love the cover art. Yeah, just a good album. Add to the Accept collection. Next up, we have the Raving Lunatics. Excuse me, let me get some water. We have the latest album by the 3-piece band out of England, and that is Raven. And this is All Hell's Breaking Loose, released on Silver Lining 2023. And I think next year there will be a new Raven album. So yeah, this is just Raven being Raven. Fast, speedy, heavy metal. Yeah, what can you say? If you don't love Raven, well, that's up to you if you like them or not. But I do like Raven. So check out Raven. All hell's breaking loose. Now we have some Viking black metal out of Norway, and we have the mini LP from this band, and that I probably am butchering the name, but it's Einherjar, and with their Horus Borealis EP, backed with the Levi Vikingander EP. This originally was released through Necropolis Records back in the day on CD, but this is a Soul Seller Records reissue. And yeah, this is you tell by the cover. What you see on the cover is what you get on the album. Dark Viking black metal at its finest. So check it out. This came on a was it coloured or was it black vinyl? Can't remember. Oh, it came with a colour. Sort of browny, chip brown, probably you would call it. But yeah, it's a really good album. I think the earlier Einherjar records were the best. I think they kind of changed their style on later albums. But if you're in bands like Bathory, with the Hammerheart, Enslaved, Helheim, like probably also would say, and check out Einherjar, Horus Borealis. Next up, we have a new band, female fronted, and I think they are from Finland. The band is called Bronze, and this is their second album. They had an album prior to this. This is called In Chains and Shadows, and this is trad metal, and signed by the band. I bought this through their Bandcamp. Yeah, 9 tracks of just fast heavy metal out of, I believe, Finland or Sweden. I think Sweden as well. So yeah, do check them out. Bronze, and the art was done by the singer of the band. So yep, she's a good artist. So Bronze, check them out. I showed you the Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats album, and this is Uncle Acid by himself, and the Night Creeper. Rise Above Records. There is no date on here, so I can't tell you what year. But this is where Uncle Acid do their sort of more doomy hard rock, sort of occultish. Then you got songs like Waiting for Blood, Slow Death, The Night Creeper, Yellow Moon. Yeah, really, really good doomy, heavy hard rock / metal. This is a 2-disc set on Rise Above Records. This album doesn't need to be talked about that much, but it's I believe the second or third release for the band Immortal, and we all know this album, Battles in the North. Iconic cover art, the band, just a great album. It's came on a white vinyl, so definitely check out Immortal, Battles in the North. Next up, we have some more Viking black metal. And I mentioned their name before. And we had Enslaved with Hordland's Land. And this was the split they did with, I think was it Satyricon? I can't remember. Let's have a look. No, with Emperor. Released on Candlelight Records back in the day. This is a by Norse Music. So yeah, just basically 4 tracks. Really good, heavy, dark, Viking black metal band. And I prefer their early stuff towards their newer stuff. So yeah, definitely check out Enslaved. 2 more records for this update. Next up, we have another reissue, and we have Voivod, The Outer Limits, and this is the actual 3D cover. And this album was amazing. I really love this album. If you like Dimension Hatros, it has that similar vibe to it. It's heavy. I was expecting it to be a little bit more like Angel Rat, but it wasn't. They got a little heavier on this album. Great songs. Yeah, definitely an album that you need to check out if you're a Voivod fan, if you don't have it. And this was a listenable records reissue. This originally came out in 1991. This reissue came out, look, 2023. Yeah, so another album to add to my Voivod collection. And another album that needs no introduction or words. We all know this album. We all love this album. It's going to be in everybody's New Year's list. And I'm talking about Judas Priest with Invincible Shield. Came out on Sony Music 2024. Is it better than Firepower? I say it's equal. Yeah, it's Judas Priest. You know, there's no words to say. This is the normal version without the bonus tracks, which is good. But yeah, definitely get this album if you don't have it yet. It's Judas Priest, and everybody loves Judas Priest. So that is my probably be my final update for this year. I have other stuff coming in, which I'll probably show maybe towards the end of the month. So yeah, if you like this video, you know, please like or subscribe. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think of these albums. Have you heard these albums before? Do you know any of these bands? So let's talk metal, as Alan would say. And thank you for everybody for watching. And take care and stay heavy. Bye for now.